Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Man, I got you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Go. Go, Mike 50.
Ran, go.
Let's go. Mike 50.
Bravo.
That's what I do. Kill.
Now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Here we go. They're running it.
They'll run on first down. Joseph. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
You got nothing. Showing up. Check 26. Check 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Cut.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here we go. Time to end it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dobbs. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They're on 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. The give to Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
You ain't got nothing. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, 18. Slam.
On 1st down, Swift. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen.
Now a give, right side. Swift. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Get him. Check.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick here is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Right back to him on 1st down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Second and 3 at the 22-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing here, Dobbs sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but it'll be 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Dobbs. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch. Then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm scared. Let's go. Motion. Alert. He's a 50. Check right 50.
On 2nd and 9. Trubisky. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, come on now. Check 3. Blue.
Hey, ball. Hey, Delta.
Light 54. Squeeze. Don't.
On third down, Trubisky. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Joseph, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 12-yard line.
Here we go. 60 or.
Go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Bud Dupree, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
At the 14-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
54. Oh, you got deep? Kill. Slam.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
3rd and 4.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
No. Me. 50's the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Hey, 18.
Shit.
Balaj. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They come out here in the eye. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
I'm here all day.
On the carry, it's Jackson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Kill. Turn it.
On 3rd down, Swift. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On first down, it's Joseph. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. A big play there for KC. 47 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
They'll run on first down. It's Brooks, able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The Niners' 37-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Ready. Hey.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success is you score touchdowns on those drives. That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go, tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, ball. Watch 54. Exit.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. The Broncos, they've got the early lead over the Chargers. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Fitzgerald. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic.
On first down, Trubisky. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
You got 3.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. Touchdown, 49ers! Kalen Balaj, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing on first down. Fitzgerald. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. This quarterback now just 2 out of 6 since coming on, but he's got a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All day, every day, any day. Check.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
On the ready. Protein spill.
Watch the
On 1st and 10, Fitzgerald. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Fitzgerald. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. This pass into the arms of Snead. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
60 Pittsburgh. Get it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down now, it's Joseph. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzgerald. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Anthony Averett picks it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 26-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A gain there of 21 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Break it up. 180. 54 Mike. Yeah. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On 1st down, Swift. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Alert! Blue. Mike 50. Let's go. Let's go, Mike 50.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, that's caught inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check, 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 check.
Trubisky will throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Joker, Jay. Sam off. Fight.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Joseph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
That was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Go. 56, Mike, 56.
On 1st down, Fitzgerald. He uncorks it for Snead, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Back to throw. Fitzgerald. And my goodness, another interception. Anthony Averett picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. And now here is another interception. Anthony Averett picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Balaj. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
Well, he's going to go for it all. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass in.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
60 out long. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Joseph. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down right around the 37. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 37-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Brooks. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 29.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing again. Fitzgerald. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Get up, 180. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
180. Go, go, go. Double tight, guys, double tight. Out. 3 down, 3 down. Out.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. What we got? What we got? What we got?
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the 49ers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.